Hey everybody, welcome to our first lesson learning about the frame. So as you see here, we have a picture frame. So that's what I kind of want you guys to think about when I say the frame, and we're going to put some issues that we may have here in the middle. Then we're going to talk about the four corners and how that can help what we get at the end of the day. So for most teens, the following are usually the most important. So think about some of these, maybe they're relevant to you in your life right now. Having a good relationship with family and friends, having good health, doing well in school, and doing well in extracurricular activities, as well as having a job. So these might be some good examples of things that you can think about in the middle of your frame when we're going through that, if you're having a tough time thinking of an example. So are you a top 20 teen or a bottom 80 teen? Okay, I know you've heard these terms a few times before. The top 20s and the bottom 80s both want to get what's important to them. So what's the difference between them? Well, the top 20s know what to do when they're not getting what they want. They use the frame. So if there's a job that they really want and they're not getting it, or they didn't do well, they know what to do in order to affect a better outcome in the future. So as we see here, we're going to start in the top left corner with the C. And then we're going to follow that arrow over to feel, follow that arrow down to do, and follow that over to get, which then takes us back up to C. So when the frame suggests that the way we see things affects how we feel. How we feel affects what we do affects what we get. And what we get tends to reinforce how we see our beliefs. Okay, so it starts with what we see. How we see something is going to affect everything. Okay, our feelings are then going to affect our actions, and our actions are going to affect what we get at the end of the day. So, the C. Beliefs about a situation, people, or ourselves. So let's say our situation is we're not getting what we want out of a friendship with a good friend. Okay, well, the feel is the emotions that come with our view. Maybe you're upset that you've been friends for a long time, you had a disagreement, and things just aren't great. Okay, well, how you feel about that is going to affect what you do. So that's your behavior, your actions based on your feelings. And then what you get is other responses, outcomes, achievements. So depending on what you do, will you fix that friendship? Will you not fix that friendship? How is that going to, how that's going to play out depends on what you do, which depends on how you're feeling, and then how you saw it in the first place. So if you get what you want, and if you're getting what's important to you, then you should just do what you're doing. If your friendships are great, you had a great outlook on one thing, your actions led to getting what you want, continue to see things the way you're seeing it. All right, you're doing a good job. Keep that up. But if you're not getting what you want, there's a few things that you can do. Okay, so if you're getting a wrong grade in a class, if you don't have a starting role on your team, if your relationship with your family isn't positive, if you're struggling with the job that you want, whatever that is, all right, what you do makes the biggest difference in getting a different result. So here are your three options. Okay, if you're not getting what's important to you, you can change nothing, you can change the way you feel or do something, or you can blame someone or something else. So option one, which is change nothing. You continue to see it the way you've been seeing it, all starting up here in the corner. You continue to do what you have been doing and you get the same results that you've been getting. And this pattern results in insanity. Okay, the definition of insanity is doing something repeatedly and expecting a different result. Okay, so if you don't change anything, obviously you're not going to get a different result. Option two, change what you feel or do. This might make a little bit of difference in the results, but it wouldn't bring the big change that you desire. Okay, so furthermore, the new actions would continue to present a challenge for you. It's not a habit yet, and it's a lot of effort. Okay, it would always seem like hard work to you. If your C doesn't change, but your feel or do change. And like I said, it could make little strides. It could help a little bit, but in the end, it's not going to be that permanent fix. And option three, you can blame. So you can blame someone else for what happened. You can blame the conditions, whatever that is. Okay, bottom 80s almost always leave fingerprints of blame when they're not getting what's important to them. Okay, so it's a teacher's fault, it's a friend's fault, it's their parents' fault, it's the weather's fault. Okay, when you blame, you become a powerless victim. You always are giving the power to somebody else. All right, you'll become stuck in the yuck. So, top 20 options. If you're not getting what's important to you and you're a top 20, you have one option, and that is curiosity. Okay, how can I see what's happening differently? How can I see this person differently? How can I see the situation differently? And most importantly, how can I see myself differently? So top 20s never give up power by blaming. They always find a different way to see, and then that takes them into the feel and the do and the get. And they change. A change in seeing gives you a possibility for big change in the results that you want. Okay, this is that permanent fix. We have to start up here in the corner with C. So for example, you're given a Shakespeare assignment for English class. So if you see this as a difficult assignment and a waste of your time, you're going to feel stupid and you're going to feel bored. And then you're not going to pay attention, you're not going to do the homework, and you're going to get a poor grade and you're going to have a bad experience. But let's say you want to change how you see things. Okay, now you see it as a new challenge. It might not be your thing, but you see it as a challenge and you see it as a new experience. Well, you're going to feel a little bit more motivated. Okay, you're going to anticipate learning because you know the challenge is going to make you better. You're going to pay attention, you'll ask questions, you're going to get help if you're struggling, and then you'll learn something new. You'll learn how to self-advocate for yourself, you'll problem solve, and you'll probably get a better grade on that Shakespeare assignment. So some things in your life where you could not be getting what you want. So a class, quarantine, your friends, your money, any family situation. Okay, those could all go right here. Playing time, whatever that is. And think about how are you seeing that? What are you feeling about it? What are you doing? And what are you getting? Okay, so for your homework today, you're going to open the PDF worksheet in Schoology that's at the bottom of the page and it says Wellness 1, the frame. So you're going to download it into Notability, or you can print a paper copy, fill it out, and you're going to upload it, the entire thing, by 11:59 tonight.